What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and Springvale has returned, so that means we have two brand new legendary heroes. It is Archie and it is Jasper, so of course I'm going to break them down and give them a grade. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with Archie, who is a 5-star nature hero of the wizard class and part of the Springvale family, so of course going to get that bonus for 2 or 3 heroes, which is an increase of 10% or 20% attack. And it's also an event hero bonus, so members of this family have additional perks in the Springvale Festival event. Okay, no other passives there. Of course, if you are going to level this thing up to max, you have the max power preview on. You can get this attack up over here on the right hand side. At the start of each battle, this hero gets plus 20% attack for 6 turns. That's pretty awesome. Especially whenever they're also getting that plus 10 or 20% attack as part of the Springvale family. You could potentially get, with the max power preview on, 1,162 attack, 1,065 defense, or 1,871 HP. And if I turn the max power preview off, that is 848, a ridiculous 848 attack. That's an amazing starting point without even like leveling over level 80. Oh my gosh. 805 defense and 1417 HP. Now, I'm going to read the special, but there's a theme among the Springvale heroes which doesn't seem to show up very often in Empires and Puzzles, and that is that most of the Springvale heroes have drawbacks. And like, heroes cannot compete in this day and age if they have drawbacks. Unless the special is so good that any drawback you can either take advantage of and spin it with some kind of synergy, or the special is just so amazing it doesn't even matter. Let's see. Fabled Llama Ballad is a fast speed special. Deals 250% damage to all enemies. All enemies are, and with that high attack stat, by the way. So that's a lot of damage. All enemies are immune to new status effect buffs for 4 turns. And receive 150 damage for each attempted buff. That's pretty awesome. That's probably the best thing going on here. The caster gets negative 10% accuracy for 4 turns. This effect cannot be cleansed. So there's your drawback. So let's weigh this. Alright, I think the best thing going on here is just that enemies are immune to new status effects, and of course dealing that bonus damage if they try. So this is really, really good on offense if you can go against a team that has a whole lot of buffs and you can just keep them off their buffs and keep dealing damage to them the whole time. This should let you really, really win on offense whenever you choose to create a team well with this. Like, this is really good in war, for example. This can also be fine on defense. If you're gonna stick it on defense, I'd probably put it at the right flank position with one of the left flanks and the maybe even the left wing position being like the attack increase or defense down kind of thing, so you can come in and just clean up. But this will certainly keep your opponents from bringing buff effects. Or they won't notice and they will, and then they'll be more likely to die. So he is not primarily a defensive hero. He's probably going to be better for offense when you can choose what and when that effect is doing its thing. But Archie is a big damage dealer. Even without that part of the special, he's there to finish off an entire team. So there's that. And I think that's going to make him good in events, tournaments, wars, regular raids. Maybe not particularly against the Titan. That's like the only area I can think of where he might not be great. But he's certainly not overpowered either. This is not a hero who you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's a meta hero. No, it's just a very, very, very good one. And for that reason, I'm going to give him an A-. Secondly, we have Jasper, a 5-star holy hero, and he is of the cleric class. Also part of the Springvale family. I already went through that. Rewind if you want to hear that effect again. With the max power preview on, we have 1,010 attack, 1,113 defense, and 2,101 HP. With it off, it's 772, 844, and 1514 respectively. And now Jasper has disappeared. Jasper, where'd you go? Oh, dear Lord. All right, Petals of Nourishment is the special at slow speed. So if you've watched my videos before, you know what I think about slow speed. It better win the game when it goes off, or it's just too slow in the modern age. In fact, it's been a couple years now since slow has really been usable in the regular sense. I wonder if I turn the max power preview on if his picture will come back. Nope, he's just gone. He's just gone. Oh, but do remember he does get that defense up, 20% defense for 6 turns at the start whenever you fully level him up. Okay, well, let's take a look at the special then, the slow special. All allies regenerate 1428 HP over 6 turns, 1428. And that is slow too. So not only does he go off slow, but the healing happens slow. That's a lot of HP. Don't get me wrong, that's eye-popping amounts of HP, but it's over 6 turns. Now, if you can create a situation in which he is just completely like on a team that's really protecting itself well, that's going to finish the game. So like, let's say there's some taunt that they can't get rid of, and now everybody's just healing. They can't get around it. That could end the game. So there are situations where it's going to be fine, but it's just so slow in the regular sense. All allies get plus 50% attack for 6 turns. So Empires and Puzzles really has a thing with putting out these attack increase healers all of a sudden again. They're like, hey, how many different copies of Bold Tusk can we make? Legendary Bold Tusks. All allies get plus 50% critical chance for 6 turns. That's actually a relatively unique effect that's hard to get. And in a strange kind of sense, makes this a relatively good hero for the Titan. If you get increased attack and increased crit chance, not bad. You know, you might want to just put a lot of points on that attack stat and take this one against the Titan. That might actually be the most useful part of Jasper. I'm not sure. We can talk through it. But lastly, the caster gets negative 5% mana generation for 4 turns. There's the downside. The effect can't be cleansed. So Jasper is slow. His healing is slow. And when you use the special, he gets slower. I don't think in most cases that's going to be useful. There's one sort of regular situation which I think he could be useful, which is very fast wars and tournaments. Sure, this effect's going to be amazing in that format. So definitely useful there. And against the Titan, I mean, it's slow, but against the Titan, you have enough time to set this off a couple times, especially if you're using like mana pots or anything like that. That increased attack and crit chance makes this really good in that kind of situation. So, I mean, it depends on what other yellow heroes you have going against a Dark Titan. But, I mean, I feel like for a lot of people, that kind of effect is going to be a strict upgrade. Man, it is not often you get to give your team plus 50% critical chance. So I'd say he's probably worth leveling just for that. So grading this guy is hard because in most cases he's just straight up bad. And then all of a sudden in very fast wars tournaments and Titans, he's great. You know, he could prove useful in event scenarios too, potentially, because of that increased attack and crit chance if you're trying to do a speed run and you're leaning in on the high tile damage, and their slow doesn't matter quite as much as in other formats and stuff. So he's got some use. For that reason, I'm going to give Jasper a B-. But the thing of it is, he's never a B- in any situation. He's either an A or he's an F. And you got to just kind of pick which one he's going to be. But I do think that he is worth leveling up. He just can't be used all the time. All right. Well, let me know what you think in the comments, especially if you get to level these heroes up and use them. Add any additional comments you think I left out. And if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And I will catch you in the next one.